My sister is here. Yay! Today, my sister is like not as adept at makeup as I am.
Like, not at all.
And she's always asking me questions, and I think I've answered them a bit, but apparently not. I thought it would be fun to film a video. So we're gonna start with our brows, which we should have done before we started filming because it's gonna take forever. So I'm using my NYX micro brow pencil, which you guys have seen me use before, but she's not as good as her brows.
I only did them like one time, and I feel like I look like, who's Oscar the Grouch? Oh, you should insert the pictures.
Oh, they are on my phone. Okay, well, this is the thing. So Carla usually comes here and like demands that I do her brows. Like I shape them and stuff, whatever. And she's too wimpy to get them like, you know, tweezed or whatever and stuff. And so like I usually just shave them for her. But which is fine, but she then does not do them until whichever next holiday that she sees me, which is ridiculous. So I saw her on Easter. It's now Thanksgiving.
It's so important. It's so important to have your eyebrows done.
It is. Tell everyone. It's important to have your brows done.
It is. Forgive me.
Look at Oscar the Grouch. Just look at him. That's why he live in a garbage can, because his eyebrows look crazy. Now, next we're going to talk about contour. So, what's your issue with contour?
It's highlight and contour.
Well, let's talk about contour first. That's harder.
Contour, like, I'm not sure like which product to use. I have powder, but I heard cream is easier for like beginners, or like liquid is easier for beginners. And then I'm not sure where to put it. Like on this side, I can clearly see where I should put it here. But on this side, I don't have this dark mark to tell me like where it should go. So I'm always guessing. And then like once I put my blush on, I feel like I'm just like in bronzer. I feel like everything is just all red. Like there's no dimensional shape to anything. It just all blurs together.
So of course we have different face shapes. And so I have a longer face and Carla has a rounder face.
For like the fat people.
So even when Carla doesn't weigh this amount, she still has a rounder face than I do. So Carla's issue is like, even like we've watched videos and stuff, and so if you're looking for tips for contouring, I recommend like the few people that I watch for I watch people on YouTube, but people that I watch for makeup tips. I watch Wayne Goss, who is a professional makeup artist, and I watch Pixie Woo. And yeah, then you go on with contour. So contour, please remember, does not have shimmer. Okay, contour is going to be a product that is.
Well, I think this has shimmer. I use this for contour.
This is e.l.f. This is bronzer. This got glitter in it. Okay.
I love that color though.
It's cute. This is not contour. Okay. Because contour is supposed to create shadow on your face, and glitter attracts light.
Okay.
So you don't want to draw attention to the contour. It's supposed to create shadow. So that's why highlight products have glitter in them.
Okay.
So it's contradictory. It doesn't make any sense. This is almost the same color as my skin, but it's dark enough where it creates a little bit of shadow. People think that a contour has to be super duper dark. It does not. It just needs to be darker than you in order to create the shadow. And so I think that's the mistake that people make. They think it needs to be super duper dark. And especially when you're first starting out, you can use something that's just a little bit darker just to start practicing and getting the hang of it.
Okay, well let me try that. Yeah.
I mean, like in the daytime, like the only thing I would probably contour on a regular basis is my nose, because like that's something that like I want to have a different shape. But like for real, like I'm going to the grocery store.
Well, if I'm putting on makeup, I want to contour my cheeks because I feel like I have no cheekbones.
Okay, so like that's something that.
But my nose, I'm like fine.
Right, like so everybody might have something that they're like, this is my thing that I want to look a little bit different on a regular basis. But like contouring my whole face, I'm not.
Okay. So where do I mean, like this side, I for sure would like where to put it.
So exactly where you put it on this side is exactly where you're going to put it on the other side. It's not different faces.
Okay.
You want to use this? That's okay. You use a little. And then if you need more, then you can add more. So we're going to use the contour brush that's in the Wet n Wild.
Okay.
Okay. And now you just blend that. And make sure it's not on your cheekbone. It should be right below your cheekbone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the same product.
Now, I also feel like when I blend this, maybe I just go a little too far. Because I like it to be dramatic.
And we can be dramatic because we on YouTube. So. And move your giant earrings out the way.
Yeah.
You know. That you wouldn't be wearing when you was doing this anyway in real life. You put them on after. And one of the things that I do when I'm blending contour is I blend forward and backward. And sometimes if you feel like you blend too far forward, you can blend backward. And I also blend up just a little bit.
You see, I feel like I can still see this, but I don't see it on this side. But I'll be scared to put too much. You really have
and if you feel like it's making a definite line and you have a brush that is shaped this way, turn your brush the other way. Because it'll help blend it more.
That's pretty.
You see?
Yeah.
So it helps to make it less definite. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
This, I feel like is nothing on this side.
So put some more on there.
But, I mean, you can really cross a line here.
But this is the thing about the cream. If it disappears, then you can add more. You add a little more. And you know what I'm saying? Whereas a powder, it's going, like if it's there, it's there. And for highlight, I like to be a little more precise. So you can use a medium or a small brush. So I'm taking the Wet n Wild. This one is probably supposed to be an eye brush. But like,
yeah, it's too big.
Okay, some people got big eyes. So, who eye is this big?
Big Bird.
Big Bird is blending his crease with this. It's your life.
Can you tell me my favorite show was as a kid?
You being weird. So I have a Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. This one is Crown of My Canopy. It's the rose gold one. I really like this. So, you know they have a 4-pan holiday highlighter palette that's out.
Wet n Wild?
Not buying it. Yeah. But I like this one. So I'm going to use this as my highlight. And so highlight is supposed to go basically on your cheekbone. So it should go from like right where your cheekbone starts right to about right below your eye. Okay. So, and if you think you're going to go too far, you can start at the back and just lightly brush that on.
Okay, what about a cream? Like this is
so a cream, you're just going to dot. So I dotted
here.
So cheekbone.
Bone. Is that too high?
Yeah.
Not to like here, like vertical from the eye.
Yeah. So
just like here.
Yeah, because you're gonna blend. Now, my sister once wanted to do a dark eye, and so she was concerned about fallout. So what you do if you're concerned about fallout is you want to take your loose powder and you want to put that underneath your eye. So I have 2 different loose powders. I have my Maybelline Shine Free loose powder, and I just take and tap a bunch of this into the cap, and then you're going to take a fluffy brush, and this is a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'll use a bigger one. Use this one. So this is about the same shape. It's a little bit bigger. Or I have e.l.f. mineral powder in yellow.
Where's my brush? Like
so
that?
for you, so I would use so you can use either one of these. I'll probably use this because this is probably a little too dark for you. And then I would just take my brush in here and I'm just gonna press this under my eye, and it's just gonna be a whole bunch of powder, like way too much powder. And the point of that is that if any excess shadow falls down, it's okay. Put a whole bunch there. She's freaking out. So the point is that if any extra eyeshadow goes, it's gonna land on the powder, and then at the end you can brush that away. Well, which one do you want to use?
This one.
So she wants to use the modern Renaissance palette.
I like neutrals, I like browns, and they have some beautiful like neutral colors in here.
Yeah, so this is a really nice palette, and like I was explaining that the way that I am with palettes is it needs to be like travel friendly for me to say that it's a palette worth me buying, meaning it has daytime colors, nighttime colors, and it has something I can do my brows with. If it doesn't, to me, I don't think it's worth buying as a palette. No, it's not to say there's not other reasons to buy palettes, but that's just my criteria because I'm a weirdo.
So how many colors should I choose actually?
So first, of course, you want to have a base color, and that's a color that you're going to put all over your lid. So I take a medium fluffy brush for that, like this. And yeah, that's okay, because
the mecca, wait, let me do my YouTube show of the brush. The mecca of I feel eyeshadow brushes. Everyone use this is a Sigma E40 brush. I feel like I've seen this brush in every single YouTube video.
So I'm gonna use mine just because she's being weird.
You have to use, if you want good eyeshadow, you have to use this brush.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Okay, so what would be a good, I think I like this one, but is it like really dark? Either this one or this one, raw sienna or warm taupe.
So they're gonna be a little dark on you.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to use those as crease colors. You can use golden ochre, or if you want something a little lighter to start with, then you can use something out of this palette. And I have the Lorac Mega Pro 4, so you can use something like butterscotch.
You don't think that's too light?
Well, this is an all over color first. Okay, so this is what you're going to start with. Okay, so see, it's lighter.
Okay, I want to use a golden ochre.
Okay, she's gonna use golden ochre.
Ochre? I was saying okra, like, you know, have yourself some okra.
It don't say okra.
With your greens. Okay.
Who eat okra?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't want to say. I don't want to offend anyone.
Do you eat okra? Tell me how you cook okra, because
some people probably really like
no, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not eating it.
Okay, so just all over.
Okay. My eye's about to be green right now.
Green?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying that color scared me. Won't you use the navy? I want to see how you use the navy.
I'm not wearing blue. She want me
We are wearing blue.
Our shirts match. We're corny. Okay.
Okay, so just in a sweeping motion, or sometimes I see people pack color on.
So this, I'm just sweeping all over the lid. So that's that nice windshield wiper motion.
Okay.
So she wouldn't use it, but I'm using butterscotch from the Lorac palette. Now, you know what? I still haven't posted a review of the Lorac Mega Pro palette. I don't know. I might not. I'm glad that I bought it. However, I do have to say, like, I feel like the shimmers in here, there's a couple that I don't know what happened with them.
Do you ever use a circular motion or always this windshield wiper?
Like this?
Yeah. Yeah. Always windshield wiper, yeah? How far up should I be going? Is this good? I feel like I should leave a little bit of space just under my brow.
I go like almost, I go like right up to my brow bone. So like here. because I usually use a different color on my brow bone. So like all the way up to my brow bone.
Okay, I got a good base. You can see it.
So and I always make sure that I get like right to my lashes, right to my lash line, because sometimes
yeah, you can see it.
People forget, and there's a little space there.
You can see it. I like this color. I'm gonna buy this. I don't want to spend this much money, but this is so pretty.
Well,
so I'm gonna go with Cypress Umber. I'm just really scared that I'm really gonna like this.
What?
That I'm gonna have to spend $50 on a palette.
So, use a smaller brush.
I asked you if I should use the same brush. You said yes.
Well, you're working in your crease, so because I actually didn't use the 50/40. Use a smaller brush.
But now is it gonna be uneven because I used a fluffier brush on this side and a skinny brush on the other side?
Just use a smaller brush.
Okay.
Use this one. Okay. So I'm using. What color is this? Ooh, it got the sticker on it. Thin Noir by MAC. It's a dark green. I don't know how to put that in. Look, I'm saying that I ain't even put it on. So when I blend, I start in the outer corner and I just like I barely have any on the brush.
Yeah, I did learn that. Like, you shouldn't just really be. But see, now I use 2 different brushes, so I have 2 different looks on my eyes.
Well, you can wipe it off.
So I should.
That's not how you wipe it off.
Well, how did you do that?
You want to take an eyeshadow brush and wipe it off?
Yeah.
Get
I think I just want to leave it. I like the way it looks.
Okay.
This I feel like doesn't.
Well, then do it on the other eye.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I started using the Sigma E40. I have to just stick with it.
Okay. The best brush of all time.
The holy grail of brushes.
So,
And now I'm gonna wipe it off again.
And then, are you tapping off the excess as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's done with her whole eye look, and I just got some color in the crease. Success.
But I always feel like it doesn't look even. Like my right side always looks better to me than the left side.
My left side always looks better than my right side.
Because
that's
you're
normal.
left-handed.
Well, that's normal. So that's not a thing.
Sure, it is a thing.
Well, I'm saying like
it's a really bad thing.
See, that's like an everybody thing.
That's a little bit better.
So, and I'm using a Real Techniques face shadow brush. These are my effing favorite. It's they're just like they're such a good size for my eye. Like they just get like right in there, and like they have some new crease brushes. Oh, I can't wait to get those.
Now I was just gonna put the black like just along my lash line all the way across.
So you're gonna line your eyes. Like,
well, no, I was gonna like blend it up.
So here's the thing about your eyes, because you have this crease line right here, you have to like close your eye and blend so you can make sure that the shadow is getting in this line, because there's a line right here but there's no shadow. So that's something to remember. If you have natural creases in your lid, you want to make sure that you close your eye and blend.
Oh wow! Okay.
So that you make sure that you have shadow right there. Okay. So and the other thing is that like, so yeah, so you want to make sure that you do that. So you guys, like, I've been trying to like learn how to do this halo eye thing because I don't really know how to do that.
I saw it. It is really pretty.
YouTube have a thing so that. So what happened?
How they have something like here to say like where the wings gonna go. Like they have something straight, like cutting it off, and then they just.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. They don't.
So they all phony, and they don't actually draw their own wings on their eye. Who you be watching?
Just whoever.
She about to put some people on blast right now.
Just whoever YouTube says.
Cause I don't be doing that.
Whoever YouTube says I should watch. I'll be like wing liner, and then they be like do 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 beep bop boop bop beep boop. Here is a wing liner.
Like a computer on an old PBS cartoon. That's what that sounds like.
Lily always be watching Barbie and Life in the Dream House, and whenever they are using a computer, they make that noise. So it'll be like, her closet is a robot. So they might be using the computer in the closet and be like, boop bop beep beep. And pretend they're typing. I'm like, this is hilarious.
I feel like I should put plug on top of this.
Plug?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not getting any instruction whatsoever. So this is what happens when you just go rogue.
Listen, I'm still on one eye. You tripping.
Beep bop boop bop beep beep.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, but the other was gonna look like somebody hit me
So
in the
here's the
face.
thing. The reason why I have so many eyeliner brushes is because I kept going smaller and smaller and smaller because I'm like, maybe if I get a small brush, then I'll get better at wing liner because it's really hard. And like I'm better at wing liner with gel and a brush than I am with like brush pens and things like that. I'm not the super best at it. It's like one of the things that's difficult for me. I have heard that like doing it in like little strokes and connecting them is easier than just drawing a continuous line. Like quite honestly, I don't know if I can help you with that.
Oh!
I mean, because there are some things that, you know, people, you know, can be good at every single thing. Like, that's probably my thing that, like, I would want to work on. Like, I wish I had, like, a technique where, like, I was like, ooh, this is how you do this.
I think I found the key. Just use a tiny, teeny brush.
You can't tell a hero by his style. Just don't see you in no super guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I think by now, anybody that's our age has figured out that
It's
we're like
another
Sesame Street fanatics.
reference.
Like, what in the heck?
That was another reference. Another
Like,
one.
are we really old?
And you know what song I always sing in my head?
Oh, you still far away. Scoot over. What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. That's horrible. Now see, one side looks better than the other. One of these things just doesn't belong here.
3 of these things are kind of the same. Look, we're gonna get to my mom's house and she's gonna be like,
Are we going over there today?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
She said we gotta come over and cook.
Today? I didn't even know that. You gonna have her yelling at us? I thought we was spending today like just playing in makeup.
She not even home yet. So I just did MAC and Femme Noir and Humid Classic. Humid is a classic. And so I did the Femme Noir, and then I did Humid on top of that. And then I put in the center of that Gold Mine. And then just to warm up my crease, I did my favorite NYX color, which is Dance the Tides. And I'm gonna go under my eye. Oh, and then in my inner corner, I put Moss for my Loren palette. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my other eye and we're gonna put on some lip stuff and then we're gonna come back and say goodbye.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like the trail of glitter that goes across the screen. It's like a comet of glitter, like. We're done. Oh no, you have to do the YouTube pose, like. Stop smiling. You have to have a really serious look and then you just move your face. Strike a pose. Vogue.
Whatever. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and my sister ramble on and on. And on. And on.
You're so pretty.
Because I love when my sister comes to visit and we never videotape us doing our makeup. So we might do one more tomorrow when we get ready for actual Thanksgiving dinner. But I don't know if this video was helpful or not, but even if it wasn't, I hope that it was entertaining. I'm sure this is going to take me forever to edit. And I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my lovely sister. And no, I am not the oldest.
Even though she's bossy like that. But I would say with much practice and care, you know, everyone's gonna get better. Keep practicing your makeup. I'm gonna get better. You're gonna get better. You're gonna keep watching YouTube. We're gonna keep practicing. We're gonna keep buying things that we're only gonna use a few times and enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's great.
I use myself a lot.
Well, okay. I'm gonna use mine too. If I spend a lot of money, I'll use it because I just have to get my money's worth. Yes.
Bye.